In a world dominated by the incessant chatter of words, there exists a profound realm of communication that transcends language, a silent symphony of influence conducted not through spoken phrases, but through your thoughts. This art, often overlooked in the cacophony of vocal expressions, is the essence of unspoken impact. In this video, we will cover the art of unspoken impact and how you can use your mind to influence others without speaking. To embark on this journey, we draw inspiration from the teachings of William Walker Atkinson, a pioneer in the exploration of the mind's capabilities. Atkinson's insights transcend the boundaries of conventional communication, delving into the subtle yet potent ways thoughts can shape reality. His works, including thought vibration and mind power, serve as guiding beacons illuminating the path towards mastering the art of unspoken impact. William Walker Atkinson, born in 1862, was a man of diverse talents and a keen observer of the human mind. While his life might not have unfolded on the grand stage of history, his contributions to the understanding of the mind and its potential are nothing short of remarkable. Atkinson's journey began in the heart of Baltimore, Maryland, where he developed an early fascination with the intricacies of the mind. Little did he know that this curiosity would lead him to become one of the forerunners in the field of New Thought, a movement that emphasized the power of positive thinking and the influence of thoughts on shaping one's destiny. His writings, marked by simplicity and accessibility, make his teachings relatable to a wide audience. Atkinson believed that anyone, regardless of their background or education, could tap into the immense power of their thoughts to bring about positive changes in their lives. This belief is evident in his works, where he demystifies complex ideas and presents them in a manner that resonates with the common person. Thought Vibration, one of Atkinson's seminal works, explores the idea that thoughts possess a vibrational frequency that can impact the world around us. He argued that just as sound waves travel through the air, thoughts send out vibrations into the universe, influencing both our immediate surroundings and our long-term destinies. This simple yet profound concept forms the cornerstone of his philosophy, urging individuals to become conscious creators of their reality through the thoughts they entertain. In Mind Power, Atkinson delves further into the practical applications of harnessing the mind's potential. He provides practical exercises and techniques to help individuals strengthen their mental faculties and enhance their ability to focus and concentrate. At the heart of his teachings is the notion that by disciplining the mind and directing its energy toward positive ends, one can achieve success, happiness, and fulfillment. One of the distinguishing aspects of Atkinson's philosophy is its emphasis on the interconnectedness of mind and body. He believed that the mind and body are intricately linked, and a healthy mind contributes to overall well-being. This holistic approach sets Atkinson's teachings apart from purely intellectual pursuits, aligning his philosophy with the broader understanding of human experience. It's important to note that Atkinson didn't position himself as a mystic or a guru, but rather as a practical guide for everyday people seeking to improve their lives. His teachings were rooted in the idea that personal empowerment is within the reach of anyone willing to explore the potential of their own mind. In the context of the journey we are undertaking, Atkinson's philosophy becomes a valuable compass. His emphasis on the simplicity of thought and its profound impact invites us to reflect on our own mental patterns and the ways in which they might be influencing our reality. The essence of this captivating artistry is deeply rooted in the interconnected web of thoughts that we all share. Think of it as a vast playground within the human mind, where ideas aren't solitary entities but rather threads interwoven into the collective tapestry of our thoughts. It's like a big thought potluck where everyone brings something unique, and together we create a mosaic of understanding. Imagine being in a room buzzing with conversations. Words dance in the air, creating a lively atmosphere. But underneath this verbal symphony, there's a quieter dance, the exchange of unspoken messages. It's like a silent language that we all instinctively speak. A confident stance, a warm smile, or a subtle change in body language communicates volumes without the need for words. These nonverbal signals act as messengers, carrying the unspoken intentions and emotions that words sometimes struggle to capture. This intricate dance of unspoken influence is a powerful force. It's the art of reading between the lines, tapping into the energy that connects us all. Our thoughts emit a kind of magnetic pull, drawing in similar frequencies from the minds around us. It's a silent conversation that happens on a subconscious level, where our minds engage in a dance of understanding without uttering a single word. Consider the ripple effect of a positive thought. When someone in the room radiates positivity, it has a domino effect, subtly influencing the atmosphere. The interconnectedness of thoughts means that a single positive spark can set off a chain reaction, uplifting the collective mood. It's like a gentle breeze of good vibes, creating an environment where everyone feels a little lighter, a little brighter. Conversely, the weight of negative thoughts can cast a shadow over the collective consciousness. A wave of tension or unease can spread through the room, affecting everyone in its path. It's a reminder that our thoughts hold a certain responsibility. They have the power to shape the emotional climate of the spaces we inhabit. Understanding this interconnected dance allows us to be mindful of the energy we bring into a room, fostering a more positive and harmonious environment. This art of unspoken influence extends beyond individual interactions to larger social dynamics. Think of it as a silent dialogue that shapes the culture of communities, workplaces, and societies. The collective consciousness of a group is shaped by the thoughts and emotions swirling within it. When individuals within a community collectively embrace positive and constructive thoughts, it creates a foundation for growth, cooperation, and shared well-being. Atkinson's teachings shed light on the concept of thought waves, invisible currents that permeate the space around us. These waves, like ripples on a pond, extend far beyond the origin, touching the minds of those within their reach. When we recognize the potency of these thought waves, we gain the ability to shape our reality through the intentional transmission of specific vibrations. Consider thought waves as the silent messengers of our minds, carrying the energy of our thoughts and emotions into the vast expanse of the universe. Picture your mind as a broadcasting station, constantly emitting signals in the form of these thought waves. They are not bound by the limitations of physical barriers. Instead, they travel freely through space, connecting with other minds in ways that go beyond our immediate understanding. In the realm of spirituality, thought waves are often seen as a fundamental aspect of the interconnectedness of all living beings. Spiritual teachings suggest that our thoughts have the power to influence not only our personal experiences but also the collective consciousness of humanity. By sending out positive and uplifting thoughts, we contribute to a collective pool of positive energy that can have a ripple effect, touching the hearts and minds of others. Moreover, some spiritual traditions propose that thought waves are not confined to the present moment. They can transcend time and space. This implies that the thoughts we generate today might echo into the future, affecting our destinies in ways we might not immediately grasp. It underscores the importance of cultivating mindfulness and being intentional about the energy we project into the world. On a scientific level, the concept of thought waves aligns with the understanding of energy and vibrations. Everything in the universe, including our thoughts, consists of energy. In physics, the law of conservation of energy states that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change forms. When we think, we are essentially converting mental energy into the vibrations of thought waves. Neuroscientific studies also shed light on the impact of thoughts on the brain and the body. Positive thoughts are associated with the release of neurotransmitters like serotonin and endorphins, contributing to a sense of well-being. Conversely, negative thoughts can trigger the release of stress hormones, leading to feelings of anxiety and tension. This interplay between thoughts, emotions, and physical well-being underscores the tangible effects of thought waves on our overall health. Furthermore, the idea that thought waves extend beyond the physical realm finds resonance in quantum physics. Quantum entanglement, a phenomenon observed at the quantum level, suggests that particles can become interconnected and affect each other's state, regardless of the distance between them. While the direct application of this principle to thought waves is speculative, it aligns with the notion that our thoughts can have far-reaching consequences beyond what we might immediately perceive. The teachings of William Walker Atkinson, particularly the concept of thought waves, exhibit intriguing parallels with certain Eastern philosophies emphasizing interconnectedness, mindfulness, and the transformative power of one's thoughts. While Atkinson's ideas are rooted in Western thought, they share common ground with Eastern philosophies such as Hinduism and Buddhism. Atkinson's notion of thought waves aligns with the Eastern philosophy of interconnectedness, as seen in concepts like Indra's net in Hinduism and the Buddhist understanding of interdependence. In Hinduism, Indra's net is a metaphorical net that spans the entire universe, with each intersection of the net representing an individual point of consciousness. Similarly, Atkinson's thought waves imply a web of interconnected mental energies that reach far beyond individual minds, suggesting a shared consciousness that transcends personal boundaries. The emphasis on intentional thought transmission in Atkinson's teachings resonates with Eastern practices like meditation and mindfulness. In Buddhism, mindfulness is a central component of the Eightfold Path, encouraging individuals to be aware of their thoughts and actions. Atkinson's teachings align with this by highlighting the importance of being intentional and aware of the vibrations we emit through our thoughts. Both perspectives underscore the idea that conscious awareness of one's thoughts can lead to a more harmonious and purposeful life. Furthermore, Atkinson's ideas find resonance with Eastern philosophies regarding the power of the mind in shaping one's reality. In Hinduism, the concept of Maya suggests that the material world is an illusion created by the mind. Similarly, Atkinson's teachings propose that the intentional transmission of thought waves can shape and influence our perceived reality. Both perspectives acknowledge the role of the mind in shaping the experiences and outcomes of an individual. The Eastern concept of karma, the law of cause and effect, also aligns with Atkinson's teachings. In Hinduism and Buddhism, it is believed that one's actions, thoughts, and intentions have consequences that reverberate through time. Atkinson's idea of thought waves implies a similar cause and effect relationship, suggesting that the energy we send out through our thoughts can influence future events and experiences. While Atkinson's teachings may not explicitly draw from Eastern philosophies, the convergence of these ideas highlights universal principles that transcend cultural and geographical boundaries. Practically applying the art of unspoken impact in personal and professional contexts requires a keen awareness of our own thoughts and the subtle cues emanating from others. In personal relationships, the unspoken can often speak louder than words. A gentle touch, prolonged eye contact, or a shared moment of silence can forge connections that words alone may struggle to articulate. It is the art of being present, of listening not just with ears, but with the entire being, attuned to the undercurrents of emotion and intention. In the professional arena, the mastery of unspoken influence can be a powerful tool for leadership and collaboration. Picture a leader who, without uttering commands, inspires a team through the sheer force of their conviction and confidence. In negotiations, the unspoken signals of sincerity and trustworthiness can tip the scales in favor of a successful deal. The ability to read and project thought waves becomes a strategic advantage, elevating one's capacity to navigate the complex landscape of human interactions. Central to Atkinson's teachings is the concept of self-persuasion, a process wherein we influence our own thoughts and beliefs. The mind, like a garden, requires cultivation, and through intentional focus and repetition, we can sow the seeds of positive and empowering thoughts. As we align our internal dialogue with our desired outcomes, we amplify the thought waves we emit, creating a resonance that attracts corresponding energies from the external world. Self-persuasion, when wielded skillfully, becomes a catalyst for personal transformation. It is the art of rewiring the subconscious, dismantling limiting beliefs, and constructing a mental landscape conducive to success and fulfillment. This internal shift, though silent, manifests in our external reality as our thoughts mold the circumstances of our lives. In understanding the power of self-persuasion, we can find resonance with the teachings of Christianity, a faith that emphasizes the transformative nature of belief. In the Bible, there are numerous passages that speak to the importance of faith and the influence of our thoughts on our lives. One such biblical principle is found in the Gospel of Matthew, where Jesus says, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." This simple yet profound statement highlights the potency of belief, emphasizing that even a small amount of faith can lead to extraordinary outcomes. It aligns with the idea of self-persuasion, where the intentional cultivation of positive thoughts can lead to the manifestation of desired changes in one's life. Additionally, the Bible encourages believers to focus on positive and uplifting thoughts. In the New Testament, the Apostle Paul advises, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable. If anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." Philippians 4 verse 8. This guidance echoes the concept of intentionally directing our thoughts toward the positive and constructive, reinforcing the idea that our mental focus has a significant impact on our experiences. The biblical teachings also touch upon the idea of sowing and reaping, a principle that correlates with the concept of self-persuasion. In the letter to the Galatians, Paul states, "Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows." Galatians 6 verse 7. This verse emphasizes the importance of being mindful of our thoughts and actions, as they have consequences. In the context of self-persuasion, it enforces the notion that by intentionally cultivating positive thoughts, we sow seeds that can lead to a harvest of positive outcomes in our lives. The concept of self-persuasion aligns with key principles found in the Bible. The power of belief, the importance of positive thinking, the principle of sowing and reaping, and the transformative nature of the mind are all echoed in biblical teachings. The power of unspoken impact extends beyond the individual, reaching into the collective consciousness of communities and societies. Consider the ripple effect of a shared vision or a collective intention, a harmonious convergence of thought waves that propels entire groups towards a common goal. Movements are born not only from vocal declarations, but from the silent unity of minds resonating with a shared purpose. Let's take a stroll through the ages and explore a timeless parable that encapsulates the power of unspoken impact. This tale has been passed down from generation to generation, whispering its wisdom through the corridors of time. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived an elderly sage known for his serene demeanor. People from far and wide sought his counsel, not because of his eloquent words, but due to the profound silence that enveloped him. The sage seldom spoke, yet his presence was a source of solace for those who approached him. One day, a curious young man decided to unravel the mystery of the sage's influence. He approached the sage and asked, "Wise one, why do people come to you seeking guidance when you rarely utter a word?" The sage, with a twinkle in his eye, beckoned the young man to follow him to a nearby riverbank. They sat in silence, watching the gentle flow of the water. After a while, the sage handed the young man a basket and pointed to the river. "Fetch water from the river and fill the basket," the sage instructed. Perplexed but obedient, the young man dipped the basket into the river. To his surprise, the water leaked out as he lifted the basket. He tried repeatedly, but the basket remained porous. Frustrated, He looked to the sage for an explanation. The sage calmly spoke, "Just as the basket cannot hold the water, so too can words sometimes fail to contain the depth of our thoughts. It is in the quiet reservoir of your intentions that true influence resides." The young man pondered these words as they walked back to the village. The sage continued his silent presence, and soon the young man began to understand the art of unspoken impact. He realized that the sage's stillness spoke louder than any words could, offering a sense of peace and clarity to those in need. In the weeks that followed, the young man, now a bit wiser, began to practice the art of unspoken impact. He learned to convey empathy, understanding, and encouragement through the quiet language of his actions and thoughts. Soon the village noticed a positive change in the atmosphere, and the young man became a source of silent inspiration. The parable of the leaky basket teaches us that just as actions speak louder than words, the unspoken language of our thoughts can permeate the world around us. In the grand tapestry of existence, the threads of influence are woven not only through eloquent speech but also through the silent eloquence of our intentions. In a world saturated with noise, the art of unspoken impact emerges as a beacon of authenticity. It invites us to move beyond the surface of verbal exchanges and tap into the deeper currents of human connection. In doing so, we become architects of our reality, shaping the contours of our relationships, careers, and personal growth with the subtlety of thought. As we reflect on the profound teachings of William Walker Atkinson, we uncover the timeless wisdom that transcends the boundaries of his era. The art of unspoken impact, rooted in the fundamental interconnectedness of thoughts, invites us to embrace a more nuanced and holistic approach to communication. It challenges us to elevate our awareness, to listen not only to words but to the unspoken symphony that weaves the tapestry of human experience. In conclusion, the art of unspoken impact is a testament to the potent influence embedded in the silent spaces between words. It is a call to cultivate a deeper understanding of the interconnected dance of thoughts, to harness the power of thought waves, and to navigate the realms of self-persuasion. As we embark on this journey, let us remember that the most profound transformations often occur in the silence, where the unspoken resonates with a vitality that transcends the limitations of language.